Hey, Mike Healy here, and I want to thank you for watching this video. And this one is just going to be about the binary. A lot of confusion comes out about how you build a binary, what you should do, where you place people, how it works, and that's totally okay. If you've never done one, it's understandable. Obviously, it's something new to you. But I'm going to make this short and sweet, as short as I can. But I think by the time you're done, you're going to see that it's a really, really great structure of how you build a direct selling network marketing business, and it can really build explosive growth. The other thing is at the end of this video, I'll probably reference a couple videos that I'll put up here somewhere on the screen that you can reference to get more details. Like I did a video that's everybody seems to be liking about the comp plan, the full comp plan, every little detail about it, and then maybe some tips on how you can actually recruit people to get them into the binary to begin with. Okay, so what I want to do, how I want to do this is I got a couple things I want to show you first, and then we're going to get into meat and potatoes, because I think that you have to first and foremost have a realistic expectation of how this thing's going to work. Okay, so here's the best way to explain it to you. And here we go on the dry erase board. Is most people don't understand the fact that when you start a direct selling, a networking company, or any business, in fact, that you're the one right here that's putting in all of the effort. Okay, so if this was your effort level and this is where your organization is, you basically don't have squat of an organization until you get it going. The problem is most people, they just go here and they have very little results down here, and then they a lot of times will drop out or quit. What you have to understand, and being again realistic, is that eventually if you do the consistent work, that all of a sudden this goes like this to where your effort level intersects, and basically that's the sweet spot. Okay, this part of your business isn't much fun. Okay, that's where you second guess everything. That's where you have your doubters that come hammering at you and so on. Everybody looks like a genius over here. Okay, so that's one thing. The other thing that I think is important, and then I'm going to get into the training, the actual thing, is I want you to understand the concept of the theory of momentum. Okay, the easiest, best story I ever heard about momentum was shared with me, and I'm going to give you the visual of this story at the same time as I do it. There was a gentleman who was a $100,000 a month money earner that was at a big event, and all of a sudden he was like 11 o'clock at night at this event outside in the hotel somewhere down in the Caribbean or something like that, and it was a huge round swimming pool. And the thing was, he said that the swimming pool was massive. It was like 50 feet, 100 feet across, but it was round. And he heard this when he walked out of the hotel. He heard this massive commotion, couldn't figure out what was going on, so he ran to the thing. And when he got closer, he saw that all these people had gotten momentum in this pool, and it was spinning, 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 almost like a washing machine. And he didn't, without thinking, all he did is run and jump into it. Okay, he ruined 2 cell phones, something else he said he had in his pocket, and so on. But when he got out of that, he just kind of had this epiphany of what this meant, or the correlation between momentum, real momentum, and real life in network marketing. Now, let me give you the visual on this. If you think about it, at first, when you're just joining the company, you don't have a smile on your face. You're just kind of hoping the thing works, right? And most of the people that you're going to run into, they're in the same boat. Eventually somebody gets into the swimming pool. Now understand that your swimming pool is, if you pictured one of those big circular pools, that people have in their backyards. I used to have one of those myself. Somebody gets in, if you've ever done this, when you first get in, if you have like 3 people in the pool and you all start walking in the same general direction, okay, it's very hard eventually, but it's trudging. You got water up to your chest, and it's hard to move that water, okay? And hopefully you're smart enough to go with the flow of the drain pool or whatever, the filter. But anyhow, what happens is you're going like this. Now here's the thing, is you see this person? This is a person that's just sitting on the sidelines watching. Because right now, when you're in the growth phase, the beginning phase of your business, you don't have any momentum, you don't have any real excitement, enthusiasm, and a lot of people are watching. You're kind of an early adapter kind of thing. The thing is what happens when you put 2 or 3 more people in your pool, okay, that again are all moving in the same direction. Eventually the inertia of the water starts to go faster and faster, and it becomes easier and easier for all people involved, okay? And I'm getting to something with the binary here based on this. The inertia of the water begins to go faster and faster. pretty soon what happens as you put more people into the pool and everybody's moving in the same direction, what happens is this guy right here, which used to be you, we're going to have this as a person looking from the outside, when momentum begins to occur, can actually jump in the pool, and the inertia of the momentum will carry them automatically in a lot of cases, okay? So I know this is kind of a weird, funny, kind of goofy story, but it's important that you understand how momentum's created. It takes a while to get the thing going, but once you have it, it's magical, okay? So let's get to the binary aspect of this, and then we'll make this a little bit fun. Binary, as you probably understand, is basically 2, okay? We'll do that. Easiest way to do it is draw a left. You got a left side and a right side, and I'll be able to make sure that the screen, you can see this. I'll blow it up or whatever I need to do. What happens is when you put people in, you only have the option of placing them physically, like in a tree is what they call it, on a left side or right side. And I know that in New Year Life you have a holding tank that's up to 48 hours, I believe. Okay, otherwise it's probably going to drop it in a lesser like volume. Now, as an example, let's go, this is your first person and this is your second person. So these people are basically in your organization left and right. Now, so this is the binary, right? So the binary, okay, I know you can't read that, but then over here, yeah, I can do this over here. Over here, we're going to do the enrollment tree. Okay, that says enrollment if you can't read that, which I don't blame you. Same scenario, you are here, but you have your 1 and your 2, okay? This just has to do only with how you personally enrolled somebody and so on. So as an example, let's say on enrollment, this person, rep 2, actually brought their first in. We'll do 2A on that one. Over in the binary, they might put their first 2, they're actually, I want them to go on this side. They're going to put their first person, 2, would be 2A right here, okay? So enrollment-wise, they're over here and it looks like this, but in the binary tree, it looks like this, so it's going down under there. Now let's say you end up enrolling a third person, okay? Now here's where binaries get kind of exciting, is they have a thing in them called spill. Spill meaning is if you took a glass and you filled it all the way up and it overflowed, what would happen? It would spill. It's the same thing as you can only have 2 people here, so when you put a third person in, it has to spill underneath of one of these 2 legs. And again, you have the option to choose that. So here, let's say you wanted to theoretically balance your legs right out of the gates, okay? Looking at here, there's 2 over here, so you wanted maybe put 1 over here. Since you enrolled this person, they're in your holding tank, you decide that you want to now put this person down here, which would be your personal in the enrollment tree, but based on the binary, they would go placement-wise right here, down under this person, okay? So the nice thing is this person, actually their volume, the customer volume that they have, helps this person's volume. Same thing with over here, right? So they have that volume. So the the simplicity of this is that now so let's say 3 went out and put somebody in, so we'll go 3A. 3A, he puts his first person down here, 3A, right? So now you have a leg going. And let's say you went out and sponsored a 4th person, and then where are you going to put him? Well, maybe you wanted to put him over here, so you drop them to the outside over here, and there's your 4th person, okay? So you're kind of going like this. Now, what happens though is this. The nice thing about a binary, and here's what you need to really understand. If you want to make a lot of money, you have to take responsibility that you're going to have to work your butt off. You're going to have to learn recruiting skills if you don't have them, and you're going to have to make it happen, okay? But there's plenty of reward for being a professional and doing this. What happens here is eventually, in some cases, and this is never guaranteed, but if everybody's working together, a lot of times because you're here, people above you, when they're doing it, they're in the same boat that you are. They can only have 2 people on their, boom, boom, right? And then when they start putting people in, people above you, so let's go here. We're going to say that this person above you, your sponsor, let's say they're putting somebody in. Well, they might put somebody down here, and we'll put an S for your sponsor right here, okay? So your sponsor actually has the ability to put somebody in. and drop them down here. Now, what's the benefit again for this? The benefit is this person's volume, the sales that they're doing on the products, from here, help this person, help this person, help this person, and helped you, okay? So simple binary is just left side, right side, and you want to put people down there. The other thing that's nice about a binary is that you can actually, obviously fear of loss is a great motivator, is a lot of times what people will do, because there's a 48-hour holding tank, this person right here might tell the people above here that, hey, if you got somebody to come in, I'm getting ready to drop somebody right here. So your sponsor maybe your sponsor has another person that they're going to drop down here. Well, you tell this person, this person, this person, and this person, and they all put one more person. So 1, 2, 3, 4, they drop 1, 2, 3, 4, and then your sponsor, they drop their next person clear down here, and boom, you just added 4 more people with volume that helped all of these, and your sponsor helped this one, but boom, boom, all these, and then you did that. Now the cool part is, in the new U-Life comp plan, just so you understand this binary structure is a great way to build momentum, fear of loss, to get people into groups. The nice thing too is we're going to go back to your Rep 2 here. Rep 2 now has a group here, okay? And they've got volume here, and let's say they have actually placed their 2 people down, or their 3 people down here that they have. I think the max you need is really 3 on one side, 3 on the other. But let's say they're qualified, and we're going to just keep it at that. When 2A sponsors his second person in, because, I'm sorry, I got to go right where we're at here. When 2 sponsors their 2B person, so right here we had 2A, and then he sponsored 2B, right? He placed them over here. Now, if this person had, 400, a big old order that was 400, this is enough volume probably on this side to actually trigger a cycle right out of the gates, right like that. But then let's say this person 2A says, man, I got some stuff here, I'm gonna put 2C in. So they drop 2C right here. Again, if they had a bigger package, they might even potentially already create another cycle just from that. In addition to the fast start or the enrollments, I think they're the tab bonuses, are going to add that. And boom, 2, 3, okay? So what happens is now 2 is working on building that, and then let's say 2B actually finally puts 2 people in. Well, you already filled, 2 filled this spot, and they put their first person in right here. Their next person's got to go down under here. So again, it helped those people right there. Now, the thing is, in the new U-Life comp plan, what's cool is this is building the fear of loss, creating a structure of people that are excited about, seeing the numbers, watching the growth, watching the momentum, the volume go up. But on your enrollment tree, if you keep recruiting and keep personally sponsoring, all of these people here, like this one right here, when they get a check off of the binary tree, because they have a left side and a right side, you start making those matching bonuses. And then same thing here, when this person, because this was 2A's, one of 2A's, your second level, because you personally enrolled them, and then they personally enrolled them, so it's actually 1, 2 on the unilevel or enrollment tree. When they start making cycle bonuses, you get, if you're qualified, you get a matching bonus on that as well. So this is why the binary by left side, right side, if you were just left side, right side, you'll cap the money, because obviously they can only pay so much based on that. But what happens is the rest of that money that coming in, you start making through the enrollment tree. And basically these people, as you can see, these people are scattered structurally throughout the binary, okay? So hopefully that you made that, maybe you want to watch this a few times and it'll click, okay? Sometimes it takes a little bit. But if you're not familiar with, so I'm going to kind of wind this down here, I'll be done. I try not to make this too long. But if you think about it, what you really want to do, first and foremost, is you want to be the person that starts spilling people. You want to be the person that learns the skills to recruit, keep putting people in, put people in, because eventually it's going to pay off because you've got people structured, you're building volume, you're creating momentum, and eventually these people are going to wake up, hopefully, or just be aggressive right out of the gates and start doing cycle bonuses, which you're going to make overrides on, obviously if you're qualified. So I did say at the beginning of this video that I'm going to put some videos right here. I think I'll put them on this side if I can. I'll figure out how to do that. But there'll be a comp plan video on here, and then also exactly what I've been saying, and just using my cell phone to get people's attention to take a look at this, take a look at the company, look at the product, and jump on in. So again, like this video, share it, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you can. I'm trying to get over 10,000 subscribers. I'm just about there though. But I appreciate it and hope you got something out of this. And thanks again, and we'll see you at the top. Thanks.